Alright, yo guys, what's happening? It's your boy Praise Coupe, aka Masego. Funny enough, that's actually my surname. So I actually have two surnames. The first one is Coupe and the next one is Masego, but the original one is actually Masego. So I just keep it there because of how much it means to me. And funny enough, it's going to be so relevant with what we want to talk about today. But anyway, I hope you guys are good. I hope you're excited. It's a beautiful Monday morning. I'm hungry, you're hungry. We're making content, we make some crazy content, man. So we just got colonized, with the content creator and enjoy the time today. But yeah, guys, so what we're talking about today is, I think it's very interesting, and it's really mostly about finding yourself. And low-key, I would say there is some personal revelation involved in it, because personal revelation is knowing what's happening around you. So yeah, one of the things for the past 2 months, I had been beating myself up because I felt like I was not wanted. I felt like I wasn't myself. I felt like I didn't know what was happening. I felt broken. I felt, shattered into so many dimensions. But yeah, it's where I had been for the past 2 months, getting to talk to my brothers, my homies, telling me, getting to understand, just being in conversation with them, just learning a lot. And people know, one thing about me is not only do I talk a lot, but I talk a lot about the stuff that I learned and the stuff that I'm good at. I enjoy it. Knowledge for me is one of the most interesting things ever. But when I was in school, it wasn't like that at all. I used to hate reading, I used to hate learning. But yeah, not to stray away from the main point. So the reason I introduced myself today as Praise and not Spaceman is because I realized Space was not who I am. Space was a persona. And that's one of the things that had been affecting me, because when I sat down yesterday with one of my brothers from Guy, and we broke it down, we chopped it up, no chop. We chopped it up, and I then got to realize that this whole time I kept loving being Spaceman. And I'll get to that in a bit. I enjoyed being that person so much. It then made me reject and deny being praised, because I used to say the words, people love Spaceman, or I love it when I'm Spaceman. And being Spaceman meant I am something I'm not, I have traits of praise, but that amplifies the persona of the space, you know what I'm saying? Of being Spaceman, of being this guy, and that's not who I am. That's not who I actually really enjoyed being, because that's broken me. Being Space has made so many people love me for who I'm not. It's made people appreciate me for the things I'm not. I usually tell, when people ask me, when people hit you up, what are they really talking about? When people ask me what your niggas are, and this was a joke we made even in August with the boys, where we say, if there's a party and you invite me, and not say bring your camera, then I know you're inviting me. But then there is so much of, hey bro, let's create some content, let's do this, let's do that. And that's so Space, there's no praise being appreciated. And who praise is, actually, let me even get to that so that you don't feel like praise is me, Praise is that guy that has so much fun, the free spirit, the bird. I said to from yesterday, if you ask me who Praise is, I'll tell you to take the freedom of a bird and take away everything else. That's who Praise is, where I feel like I'm myself. I enjoy my own space. I enjoy laughing, making, playing FIFA and commentating the game after the commentators. Playing FIFA and shouting at the player, even though I'm the one that made the mistake. When you're playing and you miss this, why'd you do that? That's me, that's what I enjoy. When I'm on the camera, I'm not, superficial. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not receiving all these crazy comments. When I'm on the camera, it's like, okay, I'm in my space. I'm enjoying looking at this I want to see what I can bring to it. That's praise. But when I'm on the camera in space, it's like, do you like this? Is it impressing you? And that's messed up my workflow. That's messed up who I've been. That's even ruined me. I think there was a time where I even told my dad to say, dude, I can't even use a camera anymore. You know, I don't even know what I'm looking at when I pick up the camera. I even told my bros, when I look into my viewfinder, I see nothing. It's blurred, you know. And that was all because I had gone through a beautiful year, you know, as a photographer, met some crazy people, successful people, celebrities. My work was everywhere. I was getting tagged. I was working with BBC. I was working with a lot of things, bro. Sending content to a lot of different people, doing what I love. And when people were praising me for it, praising Spaceman for it, I got into it. I was like, yeah, Spaceman is me, you know, I'm feeling it. But that broke me in the long term, where I couldn't tell who I really was, you know. And yeah, man, and today I'm just sitting here thinking about it, and it freed me yesterday when I actually had the conversation with Fungi. It freed me to actually realize I could actually be me. I don't need to be anybody else. I don't need to be that guy that, you know, when I speak, I don't actually speak slang. I speak slang when I'm trying to, you know, fit in with somebody, or when I'm Spaceman. Spaceman is trying to fit in or trying to relate, but praise is me, you know. I'm a respectful young person. I'm a passionate young person. I love God more than anything else. When people ask me what is it you do, if I'm not at work, I'm at church. If I'm not at church, I'm at work or at home. That's me. When I don't have to have 1,000 people to impress, that's praise, you know, when I'm just enjoying that. And I want so many other young people to stop being in a space where you feel like you're appreciated for something you're not. Don't be in a space, don't allow yourself to be in environments that amplify what you're not. And when you're in high school, the reason why most of these nicknames, we get them when we're in high school, is because this is a place where you're finding yourself. When you go to high school, you're coming from primary school, from ECD, that foundation, coming into something else. This is all still part of your foundation. So the thing is with foundation, it has perspective, right? When two different people can see 3 different things in one thing. I have a JBL speaker or a Canon camera, right? When I see a Canon camera, I'm seeing a beast, right? But when my friend, a Sony user, sees a Canon, he's saying, okay, I think this is entry level, you know? When you see someone holding a Black Magic, when they look at it, they're saying, this is a component, it's a part of my camera, you know? So that's what happens with who we are when we're young. These nicknames, that's where they come from. And the mistake we make is not amplifying who we are, but amplifying what we are told to become. We amplify what the world says we should appreciate about ourselves, but in actual fact, what you should appreciate about yourself is who you are. You know, you're not, you hear some crazy nicknames in high school. There's Skelter, there is Mantawa, there is Tashman, there is all of that. But is that who you are? You know, I get deep into it while you're still young. Before you get to where I am, where you lose so much just to be where you are. You lose so much just until you understand what it is. The Bible says that God will make you lose something to realize yourself, to realize something, you know, to appreciate something. So do you want to lose? Some people, I say this to most of I have this young friend of mine, he's a Christian, and sometimes he still hasn't started appreciating the word. And some of the things I always say to myself is, and even in prayer, I've prayed this to say, God, I pray that he doesn't lose anything to realize that you're dead, you know, because it's painful. So many of us have lost parents, things we care about, people we love. And I think I was in that week, last week, where the people I love lost the people they love, and it was an unexpected number. Even I lost someone last week, which I wasn't expecting. But yeah, why should it come to that for you to realize you're dead? I had to lose money to realize that I'm not supposed to buy into the hype people were giving me. I had to lose friends to realize that I'm better, I can do something. You know, I had to lose family to realize that I was supposed to be growing the whole time I was with them. I had to lose a lot, and man, I just appreciate even my aunt for making me see it the time that she made me see it. I appreciate, you know, my brothers and my uncles and my family just for showing me that I could be more than what I'm supposed to be and where I'm supposed to be. And I really wish I could do this YouTube thing more. I want to. One of my brothers says, I always want to hear what comes out of your mouth. But the funny thing is, I don't even know what comes out of my mouth because I find it intriguing. So the message, to cut everything short, is find out who you are and appreciate who you are. And who you are sometimes shouldn't always come from what people think. But if you feel like you don't know who you are, then be yourself and ask the people you love what they think. I had to ask my brothers what they think. In fact, I didn't even need to ask. When I go through something, they come to me and say, Praise you, this is who you are. So do you really expect that from, so what else did you expect if this is who you are and this is who you're dealing with? And that's where we have to be. And man, I just love talking, man. I could go on all day, man. You know what I'm saying? I could just be all over the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's who I am. And I don't want to be called Space anymore. I don't want to be called Spaceman. I just want to be called Praise. If you don't love praise, then don't. I've been trying to learn how to speak more Shona to please certain people, but of course I'm gonna learn Shona. That language slaps. I'm almost called zero. Oh, Titanic. My peace, my deliveries, you know. What I love, learning the languages that I enjoy. Like Shona, bro, people don't know it slaps, but you're out here trying to speak things you don't know to impress. Don't impress us. We don't want that. We just want to. I tell this to all my people. I want to, when I'm talking to you, just give me the unfiltered you. That makes me happy. So give us the unfiltered you. I'm going to be giving you the unfiltered me. That's what I'm working on. You know, it's a process. It's not easy. Being vulnerable hurts. It's scary. Being a man, you cry. It's fine. Man, I'm going to cut it here, man. Yeah, y'all enjoy my voice too much. Yeah, cool.
How long is that? I'm judging.